So I learned something today from another creator's video, Ashley Hess, and I'll tag her in the comments, about growing orchids. I really like orchids because they're beneficial for the home. They help to balance humidity, they help to purify the air, and I have two orchids here. This one was a beautiful, huge bloom, white cascade orchid, and this is what we're left with. The leaves got scorched because I had it out in the sun, and so I cut those back, and now I've got this one new little leaf growth. And then this orchid here was on the clearance rack at Home Depot because it was half dead. And now we have these two beautiful blooms, but I want to try and I want to try her method of growing them and see if I have better luck with especially getting this one to rebloom. So she says to take them out of their plastic containers and to get all of the wood chips off of the roots and to open up the root ball. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I took it outside, pulled it out of the pot, and got rid of most of the wood chips, but now I'm going to rinse it off in the sink, and it has like this little cage in here that the roots are kind of bound around, which I might have to cut with scissors. So I love orchids, and I think they're beautiful plants, and I've always wanted to be able to grow them better, to get them to rebloom and, you know, just really enjoy them because they're such beautiful plants. I will admit, I don't have the great green thumb. Most of my botanical experience is with dried herbs. Oh, okay. So now that I've got, all right, that looks a lot better. So now that I can take a look at it, I'm just gonna rinse it again and get all the wood chips off the roots. Okay, now that I have a chance to inspect the roots, most of them are pretty good, but there's some that are mushy, and so I'm just gonna take my scissors and cut those away because they're not doing any good for the plant. Let's see. All right. So I did a little reading online after, because there was mixed reviews on whether or not this method will work. And I did look up an orchid grower on YouTube, and she said that this method does work, but she encouraged to, oh, my alarm is going off. She said to not fill the vessel all the way with water, but just to fill like a third of the way up the roots. That the drying out cycle is very important for the plant. And so to just fill it a third of the way and then refill it, you know, change the water as necessary. So, okay, so this is what we have for this one. And let me do this guy here who's in really bad shape. Oh, I feel bad. I kind of neglected this one because I got annoyed that it wasn't blooming, that I didn't really know how to take care of it, so I kind of tossed it outside. But I really am trying to learn how to be a better caretaker of my plants because they are very beneficial. I live in Florida, so we have horrible humidity here, and I live in a house built in the 50s that never had central heat or an air, and now it does, but it's not very efficient, and we have a horrible problem with humidity indoors. So I've bought several plants to help combat the humidity inside, and it seems to be helping so far. All right, I think I got most of the yucky roots off of this one. So I'm just gonna wash it up a little bit more and I'll be right back. Okay, here's this one all cleaned up. Looks much better. I'm thinking it's going to be a lot happier here very soon. So they suggested using a glass vessel. So I am all about reusing. I didn't have anything that I thought was very pretty that wasn't already being used. So of course I ran up the road to Goodwill. And in their flower, they have a whole section of flower vases. And this was $3. And it's pretty. It's beautiful. It'll reflect the light. It'll give this little plant plenty of room to grow. So this was the one that I got. And the other one is right here. So I think that I'm going to put the Cascade orchid in this one, because I think when it blooms again, the blooms will look really pretty and elevated in this vase. We are not the beige aesthetic over here. We are fun and pretty and feminine and enjoying color. All right, so I'm gonna get these washed up and then we'll be ready to put in our orchids. So, funny story, when I'm washing out these vases, this one's not holding water. Couldn't figure out what was going on with it. It's not a vase. Not a vase. I didn't even think that it wouldn't be a vase. I guess maybe it was like a light fixture. So if anyone has anything, any ideas for what I could do with it, let me know. So we will use one of our blue mason jars. So I have the filtered water. I'm just gonna add it. I'm gonna guesstimate at first that that's gonna be about right. And we'll just put this little guy down inside here. Oh, got a little root sticking out. The important thing that the lady said was not to get water on the crown, like where the roots meet the plant, that would be, that would cause rot. All right, so we've got the roots down in there and we'll just see how it works. So there's one little orchid down. I'm gonna put that one in my kitchen window. And then I think I'm gonna need some more water for that. So then we'll add water to this one. And we're just gonna set, oh, that's a little too much water. It's better. Just like that. Still gonna use the spikes to support the blooms. I love it, very pretty. All right, if you have any other tips and tricks, feel free to leave them in a comment below.